here already? How many of them? 81? 83? Oh, good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, and I'm not sure if you can hear myself well. Unknown binary 1-2 winners. It is Friday. Friday, gotta get cozy on Friday. It's the end of the work week for hopefully most of everyone around here, and you all know how to celebrate. It is time to play One2Win, the free game show for your phone in which anyone can win. You heard that right, anyone, yourself included. The internet can be great sometimes, right? Only sometimes. Live in full color and mono sound channels are expensive, the name's Jesus, and I'm thrilled to be here one more week to guide you all through today's daunting dozen and give out some more moolah. I'm pretty sure everyone knows how this game works by now, but it's a quick refresher just in case it's your first time or you haven't played in a little bit. In just a second, I'm gonna be asking you 12 general knowledge trivia questions, and you're going to have all of 10 seconds to tap on the answer you think is right. If you tap wrong, no big deal. You can change your answer within the 10-second window we give you. And even if you get it wrong after changing your answer, don't sweat it, cause there is no elimination in this game. So keep at it, cause the more questions you get right and the faster you do it, the closer you'll be to winning our top prize. And speaking of prizes, today we're giving out, of course, 50 bucks. And we're splitting it three ways. We're giving out $25 to our first place winner, $15 to our second place, and $10 for the third place. Even better, we're feeling generous today. And if you end up anywhere in the top 10, you'll also get some binoculars. What do the binoculars do? I hear you ask every week, week after week. Okay, listen up. Binoculars are this little yellow icon that you see at the bottom right of your screen. If you tap it during a question, you get to see what the other people are answering in real time. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, you can try and go with the majority. But you can only use them once per game, and if you use them, you lose them. So maybe don't use them on your first question. And speaking of the first question, it is time, isn't it? Get close to your Wi-Fi, get close to your friends, turn the volume up and tune everything else out. Cause we are kicking off the weekend with question number 1. Good luck everyone, all 98 of you, let's get this done. Q1. Which classic video game involves players stacking colored shapes called tetrominos? Is it Frogger, is it Pong, or is it Tetris? Now, the clue really is in the name here, folks. In Frogger, a little frog jumps from road to road to alligator in an attempt to make it home safely. And essentially in Pong, you've got a ball, or maybe a little white square, going from left to right to left, bouncing off the paddles on each side as it goes. This can only mean that tetrominos are found in, I want to hear it everyone, I want to hear it, Tetris. Yep, that's the one. 91 to winners are making that one stack up. Nice job everyone. And now let's raise a glass to Q2. Question number 2. Which of these is a key ingredient of beer? Is it gallops, is it hops, or is it stumbles? Today is International Beer Day, so to celebrate, we thought we'd throw in this question. If you needed an excuse to have a beer later tonight, there you go. You're welcome, and don't forget to thank and be nice to your servers, okay? They don't get paid enough to put up with you guys. Back to the question though. All beers are made from 4 main ingredients: grain, yeast, water, and of course, hops. Hops is what we wanted. 84 of you certainly didn't stumble over this question, and you're all a little bit closer to earning some beer money of your very own. Let's give the next one a try. Here it comes. It is question 3. Q3. In which version of Windows was this the default desktop background? Was it Windows 95, Windows XP, or Windows 8? This picture could easily be the world's most viewed photo in all of history, actually. And come to think about it, how many of you changed your wallpaper from this picture? Because it's good enough, right? What you may not know is that the name of this picture is Bliss, and it was taken in the heart of California's wine country. What's more, it's basically unedited, and it wasn't really meant to be a wallpaper. But right now, in this point in history, it's become synonymous to the many former users, or hopefully former users, of Windows XP. XP it is, and 63 of you have the XP required to answer this one correctly. And you know, I can't bring back the pinball game Space Cadet, but I can bring you the fourth question. So let's do it. Q4. Which of these is a Tony Award-winning musical? Is it Avenue Q, is it Boulevard R, or is it Rush S? Many people call this musical something like Sesame Street for adults because it's based on the lives of puppets. It follows recent college graduate Princeton as he tries to find his way in the world, realizing in the process that this thing we call life isn't really that easy. The musical is named after the street Princeton lives in, and that's, of course, Avenue Q. Avenue Q is the answer, and 77 One2 winners are streets ahead on this question and got this Q right. Nice job, everyone, and now it's time for your favorite category. Q5. Let's do it. What is 2 to the power of 0? Is it 0? Is it 1? Or is it 2? I know you folks love a good maths question, so here we go. Let's see, how do I explain this? Remember your rules of exponents. If you want to divide a number raised by a certain exponent by that same number raised by another exponent, you really only have to subtract the exponents. So let's say that both numbers in the sum are exactly the same. We'd get that number to the power of 0, because a number minus itself is 0. But you're dividing a number by itself, which gives, of course, 1. That means 1 is your answer, and 61 to winners are dividing the spoils on this one. And if math is not your thing, no stress, no worries, because remember, no one is ever eliminated in this game. So keep on playing. And let's move to another kind of number that I think everyone here would prefer. Here's question 6. Which state sold the $1.3 billion winning ticket for last Friday's Mega Millions draw? Was it Idaho, was it Illinois, or was it Indiana? So this is the second largest jackpot won by a single ticket in US lottery history, $1.3 billion. Although the winner will only really take home $433 million after taxes. I guess that's the only time we'll see billionaires get appropriately taxed. Anyway, where is the lucky winner? Actually, nobody's quite sure yet. As it stands, they have not come forward to claim their prize. Do you think they even know yet? Do you think so? What we do know, though, is that the store the ticket was sold and bought from was a Speedway gas station in Des Plaines, close to O'Hare Airport. So, although the winner could be from anywhere, the lucky winning ticket was sold in Illinois. Illinois is your answer, and 76 of you hit the bullseye on that one. We can't offer up $1.3 billion yet, but you know, baby steps, everyone, baby steps. Now let's test your TV knowledge with Q7. Q7. What word does the TV show Love Island use to describe eliminated contestants? Is it dumped? Is it ghosted? Or is it rejected? You asked for trash TV in the survey after last week's game, so there you go. The fourth season of the US version of Love Island is streaming on Peacock right now, and the UK's eighth season finished earlier this week. And while Americans don't agree with their neighbors across the pond on what football is or how it is prepared, one thing they are on the same page about is that if you're body of the island, then you are considered to be dumped. Dumped is your answer, and it seems that 32 One2 winners are staying coupled up this time around. And ooh, that was first Stampy or Stumbler. Wow, that was tough. Let's see the sports field though with question 8. Q8. Said to be worth almost $8 billion, which NFL franchise is the most valuable? Is it the Dallas Cowboys, Las Vegas Raiders, or Tampa Bay Buccaneers? So, the Buccaneers are the most recent Super Bowl winners of the three. But Brady's bunch actually sits 24th on the list with a comparatively paltry $3.28 billion valuation. We go up a little further now to 15th place, where you'll find a team worth $4.08 billion. The Las Vegas Raiders, which can only leave the perennial playoff chokers themselves. Yep, the Dallas Cowboys are taking the top spot here. The franchise is now worth over 50 times the $150 million that Jerry Jones paid for it back in 1989. 75 of you correctly chose the Cowboys, but if you got it wrong, don't worry, because, he who fumbles must be humble. We're moving on to the business end of the game now with Q9. Q9. Which of these photos contains a planchette? This is your picture question, tap on the answer you think is right. That's it, that's about it. And it is time. So what in the world is a planchette? So the French speakers among you may have recognized, maybe remember that windsurfing in French is called la planche à voile. Maybe there is some link there? Nope, not this time. While it is true that a lot of words in the culinary world are French in origin, a planchette has nothing to do with food either. Meaning little plank, a planchette is usually made from wood, and it is the little pointer that you use with a Ouija board. A guitar player uses a plectrum, which sounds kind of similar, but that's not a planchette. The picture of the Ouija board is what I hope that you tapped, and 39 of you were drawn to it. Did you know the answer? Or was there maybe a little divine intervention involved? Anyway, congrats if you chose correctly, and now it's time to see if you can score on Q10. Q10. Which of these films' soundtracks wasn't composed by John Williams? Was it Ready Player One? Was it Schindler's List? Or was it The Terminal? We are more than just collaborators. We are brothers. That's what Steven Spielberg said about John Williams. All of the options we gave you are Spielberg-directed films, and the two of them have collaborated a lot. But which film did not get the John Williams treatment? It is not The Terminal, so sadly, if that is what you picked, your chances of winning aren't taking off this time. Spielberg decided that he wanted to fast-track the release of his 2017 film The Post, which coincided with the production of another of his films, which meant that of course John Williams could only work on one of the two, and in the end he chose to compose for The Post, while Alan Silvestri, the man behind the soundtrack of Forrest Gump, was given the nod to compose the music for Ready Player One. That's your answer, and 43 musical maestros definitely were ready for that one. Now, let's hope you don't need to stand corrected in the next question, because it's coming. We're almost at the end of the game. Let's go. Q11. Which type of human vertebrae sits between the other two in the spine? Is it the cervical, is it the lumbar, or is it the thoracic? Now, let me take you on a tour of the 33 vertebrae of the spinal cord. We start at the bottom, with 9 fused vertebrae that make up the coccyx and the sacrum. We head up a little further to the 5 vertebrae of the lumbar. That's the bit that a fancy seat's lumbar support looks after. Head up a little more, and you'll find the biggest section, the 12 thoracic vertebrae. Are you keeping up? Because hopefully you'll have realized that out of the options we gave you, the bits that are in the between are the thoracic vertebrae. 41 of you were definitely not caught slouching there, because you got this one absolutely right. I hope you didn't break your back answering that one. Now, we've got just one more question to go. It is the final question of the game. Q12 is coming, so good luck and attention, please. Which of these series books was published first? Was it Happy Birthday to You? Was it Horton Hears a Who? Or All the Places You Go? Nobody writes kids' books quite like Dr. Seuss, right? But which of these stories was released before the others? Well, All the Places You'll Go encourages kids to be open-minded and give new things a shot. But as far as his books are concerned, this one is pretty new. It was actually his last book, and it came out in 1990. Horton Hears a Who is all about an elephant called Horton saving the tiny planet Newville from being burned to smithereens. You know, kid-friendly, huh? But when was it released? It was 1954, that is when. How about Happy Birthday to You? its birthday is in August 12th, but of the year 1959. That means that of the three, Horton Hearsay who came out first. That's your answer, and I hear 36 One2Winners celebrating that they've got today's final question right. And that's about it. That's how we do it around here. 12 questions, all asked, all answered, and it is the end of the show. Well, kind of. I know everyone wants to see where they stand on the leaderboard. How well do you think did you do today? My dear friend 7, if you're here, did you end up 7th today? So let everyone know in chat, because while you do that, I'm just going to take some time to remind everyone to fill out the little survey at the end of the game. Takes like 2 minutes, and it is your opportunity to shape this game, bug reports, new ideas, and even question suggestions. And suggesting ideas for questions is a pretty solid way to ensure that you'll know the answer to that question when we get around to it. So it pays off. Also, another thing, since we're cool and modern kids, we're on the socials. So go find us on MySpace and Twitter and Instagram, or even all three. Give us a follow and say hi. Take a screenshot of your results, tag us, brag to your friends, and get them on board, get them playing, get them to join us. Because there might be even something in it for you too. But anyway, enough chit-chatting. You want to know, I want to know, so let's find out who our winners are. Let's see. In the first place, we've got Off the Wall with 12 correct in 67.67 seconds. Well, that's a nice number. Second place, we've got Studios Jaguar with 12 correct, also in 68.43. Just under a second. A bit more than a second difference. Actually cost me $10. And in the third place, we've got Stephanie 13 with 11 correct in 43.31 seconds. Well, congrats everyone, congratulations. And now, for real, that's it. That is One2Win. Congrats to all of our winners. Look out for a little text message from us in the coming days to cash out. And of course, if you ended up in the top 10 today, remember you're also getting some binoculars for your next show. Isn't that nice? Isn't that generous and kind of us? You know it is. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in one more week. I hope you had a great time. I hope maybe you learned your new favorite fun fact. And I hope you stay cool, you stay kind, and you tell someone you love them. Now, it is time to truly kick off the weekend. Or at least, that's what I'm gonna go do right now. So, take care everyone, and see you next week. Have a good one!